What's up, cruise fans? Welcome to Bram Sees Today and welcome to the last episode of my vlog series on the NCL Epic. Join us for the last day on board on this extra long episode. I'm looking forward to give you a tour of our cabin, the smallest inside cabin of my cruising history, but that's not the only issue I have. And later on, join us for dinner at the Manhattan Room. I'll check out the Epic Beatles at the Cavern Club and I'll finish the cruise where I started, Howl at the Moon with James and JR. So by the end of this episode we will leave the ship, but make sure to stick around because that didn't go according to plan. And because it's that time of the year, I'll throw in the best Black Friday deal you'll find anywhere. Let's dive right in. After breakfast, that is. We are arriving at the beautiful port of Florence, but we're staying on board to recover from yesterday. If you saw the last two episodes, you'll know what I mean. My trust is that bacon and eggs will help me do that. With a 10 a.m. arrival, the buffet area is extra busy. But with the ship sailing at 50% capacity, that's not bad at all. You get served right away, no crazy lines, there's plenty of staff, and it feels as if it's actually faster than when it was self-service. Yet another beautiful day, perfect to relax. We'll be taking it slow today. Come join me to my cabin. I'll give you a tour. And yes, I have issues. Room 14040. Welcome. Are you ready for some cabin issues? Because as you might expect, I have a couple. First of all, there's no separate bathroom area. The NCL Epic was the first ship they tried it on, and it was the last they tried it on, and there's a reason for that. I think the idea was to create more space, but to me it feels like it's the other way around. It's either that or the rooms are actually smaller, I mean in square footage. The toilet area isn't completely closed off. It has a door, which you can't really see through, but this is the problem, right? So there's gaps. Not great success. So while my wife was enjoying some late night pizza and bed, she could also enjoy the wonderful acoustics created by myself, and they're actually enhanced by the acoustics of the room. And trust me, the bed is 8 feet away, and that sound carries 8 feet in a way that you would be right there. But you get the point, right? This is clear enough for you. I don't need to add footage of that, I hope. I have no idea what I was going to say anymore. It is boop away. Boop away. Okay, let's move on. The shower, same concept, but less of a problem. Not that much of an issue. And as for noise, I don't tend to shower in the middle of the night, so that's not a problem. But since it's not a closed off area, people that shower, let's say you're traveling with a friend. No, let's say you're traveling with somebody you prefer not to see naked. And this concept is not great for you. They did, however, there's a gray curtain. But it's not really, it's not that cruise life, is it? And then there's the sink. It's on the counter. So it's on the desk area. Again, not the smartest concept. As a vlogger, I use this space to do some editing and stuff like that. So my laptop is right next to the sink. Now, washing my hands with my laptop inches away is a very, very scary process. But not only that, having this out here is not good for my marriage. So trust me, it is a guarantee that the other person in your room will be in the way of what it is you're trying to do or get to. Yes, inside cabins are small and general, but this one feels half the size. Now, closet space is sufficient. Some things on the side to put either shoes in or to push whatever in, like my wife is doing. Some stuff like this. There's a safe and the life vests on the bottom. Now there's this thing to sit on, but if you need drawers, you gonna have to slide out of the way. I think the drawers do what they need to do, so that's fine. And this is a handy little thing. It's sort of like hidden on top. Another plus is the cabinet space behind the mirror. That keeps it nice and tidy. Then there's the mini bar, which in our case, this is a bottle of champagne they give us. Everything else in there, you pay for. Like the San Pellegrino would be €6. Same for the bottle of still water. And this is Norwegian's water. They stopped using plastic. So good for you, Norwegian. But $5 for this? No comments. Well, I already did, didn't I? TV. Small TV. Especially if you're watching from bed. To this. It's more like a computer screen size. Next to that on top, there's more storage room if you would need some. Then there's the sockets down below. There's the hair dryer. Sockets are hidden underneath, which is a smart thing because it hides some of the cables, except we always use one of these and then this is on top anyway. Now, suitcases fit under the bed. So these are out of your way. And I use this as my laundry bag. Easy. Now the bed, I must say, is very comfortable, and so are the pillows. They're fine for me. But probably one of the biggest things in this room is the lighting. You can say, oh, it's nice and bright. Yes, that's where my head is when I'm sleeping. That's not where I need the brightest light of the room. I would think the brightest light of the room is right here, is this mirror. So I'm standing right in front of it, so ladies doing their makeup, or men shaving, or I have to be LGBTQYX something correct. So for that matter, men doing their makeup or women shaving, you might need some more light. And that's the only thing I'm trying to say. The lighting is there though. It just feels like they're not bright enough. Sure, I'm probably complaining too much. But I can tell you this, all the lights in the room right now are on full power, and everything is on besides the reading lights next to the bed. And for me, not bright enough. But besides all of this inside cabin is wonderful. You know what? This room was good for us, guys. If I complain like this, I'm overdoing it a bit. But these are my issues, no matter what. And would I stay in this room again? Sure would. I would bring a flashlight and not share it with my wife and just come by myself, or let her stay here by herself. But besides all that, this room is fine.
Thank you so much.
4 uur later. Let's check out the arcade real quick before dinner. I'm being challenged to a game of air hockey. What's up, cruise fans? Welcome to the Manhattan Dining Room. It's the main restaurant on board, and it's night number 6, so the last night before we go home, and it's also the first night that we made it here. And as I start talking, the band starts playing, so great timing for that. But join us for the night. Here. It's always funny when a musician, before starting a song, tells you how good of a song it is before he plays it. I'll be the judge of that, right? First play the song, and then we'll decide if it was a beautiful song. Because you can play a beautiful song so wrong that it's true. So this next song is a beautiful song. Play it first.
Then you can ask, wasn't that beautiful?
Ask the crowd, wasn't that a beautiful song?
Wasn't that beautiful?
And we can Try yourself in beer.
Beer. Beatles and movies. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Can I have another Prosecco, please?
Yes, why not?
Prosecco, please.
How do you take a picture of soup, right? I'm guessing from above. We have been very satisfied with all the food we had this cruise. From the specialty dining to the late night cheeseburger, and also here at the Manhattan Room, the main dining area. And a special shout out to all the servers. You made us feel welcome and did an amazing job.
I'll get back to you.
But it's T-minus 12 hours until we leave the ship. So we have to skip dessert because we haven't seen the epic Beatles yet. We have tried on several occasions, but the Cavern Club has been full every time. You see, this ship is sailing at half capacity, but the number of seats are as well. So especially the smaller venues fill up quickly. Where the rule of thumb is normally to go 30 minutes early, that was often too late. But we'll give it another try. We just have to figure out where it is. After 6 days, we still don't know. Should be on the same floor though. The signs by the elevators have all the venues listed by floor, but there's a lot of stuff on the ship. And we actually made it in. Although I'm not the biggest Beatles fan, I'm finding these guys pretty impressive. Looking the part is one thing, but they sound like the real thing. Also, in between songs, they communicate as if they are the real thing, and that's pretty funny. Well done, and above all, great musicians. I can see why this place is so popular.
Come together right now over me.
Let's end our cruise the same way we started, with a late night session of Howl at the Moon. Late night means after 11, when the jokes get dirty, the song lyrics are less tight, and the crowd more loose. One of the best ways to end the night, and the only way for us to end the cruise. Cheers.
And now we have on the stage our friend here, this incredible drummer, Slava. Make some noise for Slava. He's gonna join us. Yes.
Got that one.
Yeah, dude. Did you hear my Eminem?
You say, I state your name. Do solemnly swear not go to guest services and complain about James. So help me, Freddie Mercury. All right, I'll give you my dirtiest one that I have, okay? Because it's the end of the cruise. Oh, really? You got a worse one? All right, come on, wait, come on. No, come on, whisper it in my ear. No, I got the microphone, I get to choose the rules.
No, you have to do yours first.
You do have a loud voice. All right, I'll go first, and if you think that you've got a dirtier one, then you can come and say it on the microphone. How about that? All right, let's hear it. What have I got myself into? Ashes to ashes. No, you don't repeat this one. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Pussy ain't pizza, so don't eat the crust. You already swore that you wouldn't go to. Okay, I want to hear your one now. Is it worse than that one?
Hold on, I have it written down, and I don't.
Wait, you have it written down?
There in my notes, and it won't. I don't know.
Whatever she's. For all my English friends, it says here. Do we still have any English people here? We got any Belgians? Any Belgians here tonight? Anybody from Denmark here tonight? Denmark. No, Canada. We got any Germans? Deutschland. España. What about some Irish? We got some Irish here. There's always a couple Irish. I can only assume all the rest of you are from the United States of America. You go and clap your hands. Where are you from? Clap, 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 clap. Where to begin? I can't begin to know when Valerie wants to get laid tonight. notifications. And then you could share your dirty requests. And when I squirt, squirt comes running off my shoulder. How could I squirt while holding you? Everybody squirt. It's warm. Everybody touch something warm. Touching warm. Reaching out. Touching me. Touch yourself. In a special place. Good times and never seem so good.
So good, so good, so good.
I'm feeling like hey, Irish lady. So believe you never would. Okay, you need to clap your hands. Clap, clap, clap. Spread the clap, ladies and gentlemen. And sing the brass part, the brass part.
De volgende nuitend. And just like that, it ends. 7 days, boom, gone. It went way too quick. That's all I can say. We're getting ready to leave the ship, get back to the airport. Our luggage tags colors are lime. That means get off the ship at 8:45 today. It is now 8:15 and they already called all colors. So they're ahead of schedule apparently. We had a good time. 7 great days. Should have been 10. I'm not saying 14. I'm not saying 2 weeks. I'm saying just a couple more. That's how it goes. I will be back no matter what. That's right, next cruise is already booked. It's already planned. Thank you for following this series of vlogs. You know, I highly appreciate you subscribing. This channel is viewer sponsored, so that basically means I'm not sponsored by anyone or anything other than myself. But in return, I hope you subscribe. Give me a like. I always appreciate that. Leave me a comment. I always reply because I appreciate you watching what I do, and I hope I can continue this for a long time more. So again, for now, get off the ship, pick up the luggage, get into a cab, go to the airport, and then obviously fly home. But we'll leave that up to the pilot though. A little 8:15 a.m. on a Sunday morning humor, which I will not continue, and I will just leave you by saying thanks so much for watching and hope to see you soon. Bye bye. I promised you the best Black Friday deal out there, so here it is. If you subscribe to my channel now, you'll get it for free for life. And here's something that never happened before. While scanning my card, I am told to wait in line to collect money. They won't let me leave until they give me money? Is this a subtle way to tell me I need to pay money? Was this lost in translation? And is everybody walking off their luggage on their own? You don't need to do that, you know? Okay, so what's this about? Well, believe it or not, but they gave me money. $1.29. I didn't even ask what for. I don't want to hold up the line. I waited 15 minutes for this. But hey, why not? Thank you. Bye bye.